Okay, welcome to another episode of Drive With Me Podcast. Trump Aftermath. Mayong buntag kaninyong tanan. Naglami lang tag kuan diri. Naglami lang tag podcast, no. Balita Amerika, kamusta naman mo din na ako ngayong higala. Doc Enteng nagbinisaya na pud ko, pero if I see nga natay mga, if we have some English speaking friends, I'm gonna do my best to talk in English. Just pardon me for my accent, thick accent, because I'm Filipino. Kamusta? You know what? I'm so pissed off. Kay, not because nakadaog si Trump. I'm so pissed off because nakita na akong balita kanina, and there was an interview, ANC man siguro to, na nag-interview. There's this certain personality, I don't know his name, sikat man na siya na personality, news reporter sa Pilipinas, and he interviewed historian, a professor from Hong Kong, about ngano nakadaog si Trump. Unsay reason, what's the reason why nakadaog si Trump. So this guy, he's a white guy but he speaks Filipino. He's a historian, he's based in Manila but also teaches history in Hong Kong, and they were doing a podcast. It's an ANC, it's a Filipino media company, ANC, ABS-CBN, I don't know. So naminaw ko, ano siya, ano nakadaog si Donald Trump sa eleksyon kani. Unsa ang mga rason na kuya man kay ning comeback niya? Katingad-an man. Kato ang akong kuan pinakauna. Ngano na ay side comment na katingad-an, na ay adjective ba? Na ay bias. Pasko man na to red flag. Unya, ang pinakaunang tubag atong puti, I don't know kung unsang lahi to, basta puti to siya. Makapungod lagi. mo sulod sa ako, ha. Unsay pinakaunang gingon na ingon niya kay Trump? Na about unsa si Trump? Hitler? Narcissist? Naana po ng mga rhetoric ba? Wa pa nakasugod sa interview, naana ng iyang adjective against sa Trump, kay Trump, na liberal kaayo kanak anak ko. Wala, binuang na ni sugod na ni. Kining iyang interview, biased kayo ni. Wala ni gatanaw sa facts, wala ni gatanaw sa, wala ni saktong reasoning. So anak ko, ano ka, ano? And then I tried to dig deep sa akong kaugalingon ba, unsa man ning balita gyud, unsay style sa balita sa Pilipinas, unsay kinapanghatod na balita. Naggamay introspection ba? Kung ang mainstream media diri sa US, 90% is being controlled by the Democrats and only 10% is by the Republican, conservative, and independents, how much more sa foreign country? Jigs, kamusta Jigs? How much more sa foreign country? So, put pasabot, most mainstream media nga naa din na, I'm thinking, are controlled by the Democrats, by the liberals. So, ang mga balita na, in retrospect, ang ginapanghatag nga balita ng mga clips din na is against kay Donald Trump. Mga clips, mga daot, mga short mga taken out of context against kay Donald Trump. And then, they would interview different personalities that are biased who are against kay Donald Trump. So katong kanina, pagdungog na ako palang daan ato, oh my goodness, na naputing rhetoric na kuan Hitler si Donald Trump. And then ang pagkontrol, pagdaog niya, mas aggressive daw, and it was the fault of the Democrats, the Democratic Party, because they did not show up compared to the previous election. Gimahay pa ang iyang party. So, anak ko, mao na gini. This is the typical Democratic Party. Tudlo, blame game. And they are not looking at the facts. Unsay reason ngano kadaog si Trump. And muna'y madungog sa mga Pilipino. And I would like to, kung maminaw mo ko okay kayo, I'll try to explain. Binisayan ni, kung may magtagalog, meron, pwede rin tayong magtagalog. And then, usubon ako ni Ugma, kay dagan man po maminaw gabi, na po maminaw ko but it would be good na may balan po ninyo. There are several factors, but the main factor for me is people here do have a comparison. Current administration, which is the Democrats, ang incumbent being run by Biden, Harris administration, and the previous administration, which is Donald Trump. There's a comparison, and people experience what life is during Donald Trump's administration and the current administration. Na timing lang to kay Donald Trump, it was the pandemic, no? But despite of the pandemic, ang tao na kwarta, makapalit og balay, makapanggasto, kusog ang value sa dollar. At the current economic system, current situation, na sigig panggasto, sige panghatag o kwarta, sige pagprint ang kwarta, ang current administration, which caused inflation, gamay ang value sa dollar, nagmahal ang palaliton, nagmahal ang bililihon, everything is expensive. So looking at it, on a middle income and a low income family, the lifestyle before was way different. So, ingana unta atong kuan ba katong pagstorya atong puti nga guest ato sa kuan sa ANC na looking at facts, comparison, nasa isang usad to, it was the policies, dili una because si Trump kuan na siya misogynist, nada po ng ingana na rhetoric. They talk about the personality of the person, the personality. They don't talk about the policies, what he has done, what he has been doing, and unsa iyang mga strategies that made him win. Now, other than that, it was the policies of Donald Trump. He has a clear-cut policy. Na problem sa immigration, this is what he will do to the immigration. Na problem sa inflation, muna iyang himon sa inflation. Na problem sa crime, this is what he will do sa crime. O na problem sa war, foreign affairs, this is what he will do sa foreign affairs. So everything he was addressing, there are clear-cut policies. Oh, na problem sa healthcare, okay, this is what I will do sa healthcare. And he was there. He was answering questions. He was going to different towns, doing town halls, different interviews. He was almost everywhere. Compared to VP Kamala, way klarong policies. So, in her website, there are almost 9 pages, clear-cut policies. But the question is, siya ba to ang nagutang ato? Because when she gets interviewed, patil tuyok, way klaro di katubag. She can even answer straight na okay, there's a problem sa immigration o sa mahimoni mo. Oh, ipasa niya kay Donald Trump. So people are seeing it. Bisag ikaw, independent ka, gadwa-dwa pa ka kinsay mong butuhon, maminaw ka sa iyang tinubagan, maglagot ka. Di ba? So those are one of the factors or several factors na why Trump got a W, because of his clarity in his policies. Second or third, no? Ang kamaayo ato ni Trump kay ang iya kwan social media presence. It wasn't just kwan, he took advantage sa mainstream media. He went to social media, he went to different podcasts, different influencers, and shout out to his son Baron na I think he was the brains to it. Adto siya dito sa Nelk Guys, adto siya kay Andrew Schultz, adto siya sa PBD podcast kay Pete David. And these people have millions of followers. And right there and then, he was able to express himself. Nag-guest siya. And ang biggest niya was his guesting kay Joe Rogan. Si Joe Rogan is a Democrat. But when he took time, he traveled to Joe Rogan, went to Austin, stayed for 3 hours for an interview. Conversation according to Joe Rogan. 3 hours. He gave time. Ikaw ba naman, Ana? Ikaw ang host. Di ka malingawanan na nagagag importansya sa usa ka kandidato. That itself, dako ka ito sa tabang sa campaign ni ni Donald Trump. And those are the things na wala gi-address atong guest sa ANC. Kaya ang pinakauna niyang gingon, racist, misogynist, Hitler si Donald Trump. Kipus niya, nangisog siya, ug ang mga Democrat walay gihimo. Wala sila nag-show up. He was just doing the blame game like what Kamala Harris did. She was always doing a blame game when she was asked about the policies. Blame game is, tungod kay Donald Trump, aduna tay problem sa immigration. But the problem is, ang silang incumbent, silang cause sa immigration problem. Nahuman na, first day pa lang daan, it was Joe Biden who made an executive order, 40 executive orders, na stop ang building sa wall. He changed the immigration law and several, even fracking sa oil. Kato pa lang daan. So, makaingon ka, unsa naman and these are the people na ginapangutana sa mainstream media din sa Pilipinas. Mo na kasagaran ng mga tao sa Pilipinas makadungog away ayo din ni si Trump no kay. And that's what the mainstream media are feeding the people. Muna inisod kayo. And people, kamapod, dili po nato mumamahay kay mo medyo madungog. And that's how the mainstream media manipulates. Ang usually ang makabalo are those people na who go beyond to their further research at to YouTube, mangita og ini ug unsa ba gyud nagakaitabo. No? They do their further research na dili lang ingon na tan-aw lang sila sa TV or mutan-aw sila sa mainstream media, because the mainstream media tries to influence you na ini si Trump. But kung maminaw mo ato maminaw mo sa interview ni Trump kay Andrew Schultz, you know that wow, kining tawaan na he's human. Napa siya interview kay Tyrese na is an old bodyguard. Unya nahimo siyang wrestler karon kwan siya panelist siya sa Fox News. Nakita nimo na uyaw man day ni Trump no na daghan siya gipanghimo nga wala niya ginapangingon. Nag-research ka tong mga interviewers ug himo din mo ni sa panahon ni ni Martin Luther King, himo din mo ni sa panahon ni Mandela. So for them to accuse Donald Trump as racist is BS, because he was doing a lot of things for the black people, for the African Americans. So all those kanang propaganda against him is BS. They just don't want Trump because all their agenda nakabuang madakpan because Trump doesn't play their game. They cannot buy Donald Trump. Ingana na ang taong di nimo mapalit, as much as possible di yun nimo palingkuron. Muna'y klarong storya. And they are afraid na makalingkod siya kay tanang ok-ok may og suga bungkag. Muna istorya din na. And I could repeat this again ugma kay doon ako sa balay. I could talk more about this, but the thing is sabon ako ni nga what the mainstream media sa Pilipinas is feeding you is a bunch of BS about Donald Trump, about the party, about the things na nagakaitabo dire kay dili na mao, because they have their own agenda. Napay nag-ingon na kining storya sa Twitter or sa X na Elon Musk is spreading this information. Like really lang ang source of information is ang ilang network, dili ang X, but they're using X or Twitter. Imagine kinsa man sila moingon na si ang X nag-spread og misinformation og disinformation. It's the only social media platform that right now ang platform na naay freedom of speech, na diling anak kakusog ang censorship or wala gay censorship, because they respect each one's freedom to talk. Freedom of speech is the First Amendment. Anyway, mo lang to. Balita Amerika, magkita-kita taog ma. Kung makadrive ko, I'll do another Drive With Me podcast. Kini ang inyong igala, Doc Inting. Ayaw, stay safe, be safe. God bless you all. Taog si Trump.